Are you always overthinking, overanalyzing? Are you always trying to control everything and being so anxious? If that's the case, you're not anxious. It is not some illness that you have. It is just you don't feel safe. You're not anxious. You just don't feel safe. And that's the reason why your brain is constantly overthinking situations, trying to control everything, trying to predict everything, and you're so anxious all the time because you probably never felt safe. And the reason why this happens is because throughout your experiences in life, from your childhood, if you were brought up in an environment where things were unpredictable, where things, situations were happening in such a way where you were always needed to stay on high alert, if you were always staying on high alert, if you always had your guard up high, guess what? That would have shaped you into always overthink, always overanalyze, and be so anxious at any given moment. Because as a kid, you don't really know all these emotional stuff. You don't really know how to process all these negative information, negative thoughts and emotions and feelings. And if you were in an environment where love was unpredictable, if things were chaotic, and if your environment did not allow you to feel safe, because as a kid, if some minor inconvenience happened, like you feel a little bit of pain, shame, especially, if things were outside your control. Let's say something happens in your family, if something happened around mom, around dad, around your family members, you feel like, oh my God, I feel so much pain. I just want to avoid this. I don't want to feel this pain ever again. Let's say if you try to express yourself freely and your teachers told you to shut up, guess what? In your mind, you're like, okay, if I express myself, it is dangerous. You'll feel all this pain. So let's just avoid this. And that's where you tend to stop expressing yourself. In a similar way, if you were, really calm, relaxed, grounded in your own self, but things were really unpredictable in your family, let's say you never knew when you would receive love. You had to, fight for love. Your environment was really unpredictable. Your environment was really chaotic, messed up, emotionally triggering, and society was conditioning you in that way, like you must not experience all these negative emotions. And then you go to school, even that environment was pretty chaotic, unpredictable. Your teachers would call you names. Let's say if that happened to you, that is when your mind starts to reprogram itself. Your mind is like, okay, if we express all these emotions, if we are being our true self, we'll get hurt. Maybe if we try to predict all the things before it happened, maybe we'll not get hurt. And that's when, as a kid, you're like, okay, I will start, staying at least one step ahead in order to not feel this pain again. Then that's where all this pattern starts. You start overthinking, overanalyzing. You start being anxious, always on high alert, always letting your guard so high. It is so high. You're just overanalyzing. And this becomes a practice, a routine, a habit. And over the years, you're just being so anxious. And now it is so hard for you to relax. That's the reason behind it, is because you never feel safe. And you've been conditioned in this way, like, oh my God, if I'm safe, if I kind of shut off my brain, what if something happens? What if we get hurt again? That's what your subconscious mind is trying to convey to you. Like, even you try things on the external, you try to relax, but it seems impossible. You just scroll, you put on something on television just to watch, you turn on YouTube just to watch something, so that, or you turn on music just so something is running in the background, so that you are always on high alert. You're always playing out scenarios. You're always trying to predict the next moment, the next thing, so that you are always at least one step ahead, in order for you to not feel the same amount of pain ever again. Now, all of this, conditioning has happened in your subconscious mind. And now consciously, when you try, you're unable to break that pattern. Now, the reason is because consciously you're primarily in a beta brainwave state, all right? Because when you're naturally walking, doing things, you're in a beta brainwave state. And when all these things happen to you as a kid, when your beliefs were, you know, stabilized, your brain was primarily in a theta brainwave or a alpha brainwave state. That's when your subconscious mind is really susceptible to installing new belief systems and reprogramming itself. So now, in order for you to, reprogram yourself, you need to get into that alpha state or theta state now, right before you go to sleep and right after you wake up. That those moments is when your brain is in theta brainwave state, and when you reach deep meditation, that's when your brain is in alpha state or just deep concentration in alpha state. So an easy way for you to, just reprogram your mind is to just get into a meditative state and get into that alpha state just by closing your eyes and concentrating and going inside your own self. I know that kind of sounds weird. Just let go of all the external things. Go inside your heart, go within, and start feeling all the pain that you shoved away previously. Feel all the pain that you were running away from. Feel them to the fullest, let go of them, and then make yourself feel safe. Tell your subconscious mind, heal your inner child. Tell your inner child, like, it's okay, you're safe now. You can relax now. And this exercise kind of helps you to relax. To once you let go of the pain, it helps you to actually relax and calm your entire body, calm your nervous system, calm your mind. Because meditation, in a way, is like controlling your thoughts, letting go of the pain, and being in the present moment, allowing your mind to stay calm. So that is one of the best practices that I personally do, and it has totally changed my life. So when you are, in this constant state of being anxious, all you're trying to do is you're trying to predict things, you're trying to foresee events, overthink, overanalyze, just so you never get hurt or you never feel the same pain ever again. That's all you're trying to do. But if you keep running away from the pain, how will you heal from the pain? Stop running away from the pain. Stop running away from all the shame, all the trauma. Because the more you run, the more it's going to pile up and latch onto you. Only when you face them in the face, like you look at them in the face all your fears, feel the pain. Only when you feel the pain, you can heal it. Only if you feel the shame and the guilt and all these negative emotions, only when you feel your trauma to the fullest, you can heal from it. If you don't feel it, if you don't even address it, acknowledge it, if you always ignore it, how are you going to heal from this? So I know it's kind of scary, because the first time you kind of look back and you have all these negative thoughts and emotions, you're like, oh my God, what the hell is this? I have certain dark thoughts. I have such bad emotions. And the term bad or quote unquote negative emotions is just a term. They are not just bad emotions. They are essential emotions. You are a human being. You are supposed to feel that emotions. Now, due to society telling you, and while you were growing up, people would have told you, like, these are bad emotions, these are negative emotions. You must not feel them, you must not express them. And that is why you tend to suppress them, avoid them, and run away from it. But when you realize, like, when there's light, there's also dark. When there's positive, there's also negative. And these are just emotions, energy in motion. These are just energy, all right? So when you realize this, you don't feel that these are negative emotions. These are just emotions that you need to experience to the fullest. So once you experience the pain, feel the pain, let go of it, and kind of make yourself, make your subconscious mind, your inner child, feel safe. Guess what? All that feeling of anxiousness, all that overthinking, overanalyzing, predicting things will eventually fade away. And in a way, you can also turn that to a superpower, because you have conditioned your mind into always overthink, overanalyze, but now it is just working in the negative scenarios, like, oh my God, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get or feel or face so much pain and adversity in my life. you can just change the direction once you let go of the pain and reprogram your subconscious mind into a way where, okay, you're overthinking on things that will actually bring you success, make you, you know, experience amazing things in life, bring in amazing opportunities. Like in a way, you can reprogram your mind into overthink situations and scenarios which will make your life even better. All right. So I'm not telling overthinking is bad or being anxious is bad. It's actually a weapon. It's actually like a sword. It depends on how you use it. All right. If you're using it to avoid pain, then that causes more harm than good. But if you're using that to improve yourself, if you're using that to find better opportunities in life, and that is absolutely amazing. So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching.